I was a solo female founder for many years, and you have to pick yourself up every day, even when you don't want to, motivate yourself. Hi, I'm Sally Burnell. I'm the CEO and founder of Navi Savvy. Navi Savvy is a video-only travel platform in which travelers and creators upload videos of places they recommend so other travelers can come in and build and book a video itinerary, and businesses can license that content for social and marketing use. The idea behind Navi Savvy actually started as a TV show that I was trying to create. My background is in music and video content, and so I was working in a record label. It was almost a shoppable travel TV show. So imagine QVC, but for travel. And so what the premise was is my buddy and I go show you our favorite things to do in a country or a city, and then there were short videos in which you could check the box and create a custom itinerary. So that was really the genesis of the idea. And then it really kind of evolved into an app and a marketplace and a platform. But, my history being in video content, I really, I was directing and producing music videos, large scale commercials for big amounts of money. And I actually had a client that was a tween artist. And we gave them the new iPhones at the time to shoot, a lot of their own content, because we were just starting the first YouTube channel for kids and of this genre, and especially in music. And we noticed that we were getting better, almost click-through and engagement rates from their user-generated content. So that's when a light bulb went off in my head to make Navi Savvy a crowdsourced user-generated platform in which everybody could contribute. So that's really kind of how it all sparked and came together. I had tried to go at it on my own. I knew nothing really about tech or startups when I had, started working through Navi Savvy as a platform and an app. And, I had no clue what I was doing. And I didn't think I needed an accelerator. And then the more I was doing this product and pieces on my own, I realized, I think this could really accelerate and advance where we're at. My co-founder, he was my CTO, and I brought him on as a co-founder. As we went through Techstars, it was really saying, this is the first time both of us have quit our jobs and solely focused on this. And this is kind of the boost that we would need in order to see if this product is really viable in the market. So that was kind of like, all right, if we get this, we're all in. So it came all at perfect timing. We'd applied at several, but Techstars was, funny enough, the very first startup weekend pitch that I had pitched the idea of Navi Savvy in 2017 in New York City was a Techstars startup weekend. And so it's always been in my head as the epitome of what a travel startup or what startups in general are, of if you make it into that, that's kind of the cream of the crop. And so that's always been the back of my head, even before Navi Savvy was a product. It was literally a 60-second pitch of an idea. And so we've always kind of kept our thumb on what was going on with Techstars, wanted to make sure it was the right timing for us. And, the program that they had offered, which was for underrepresented founders like myself, that really spoke to us, that they understood that there was a huge need in the market for identifying startups like ourselves. And, a lot of the other ones didn't care, and I guess that to me was a huge push, and, they came at the right time for us. So it was, I think, life can be kind of serendipitous with that. And, we'd been denied before in other programs, and this is the one that picked, and everything kind of fell into place. So. After joining Techstars, the real nugget is understanding your product. Like, if you don't understand your product and what you're doing and what you're building through and through, it's really hard to be able to get in that space and accelerate. That is probably one of the key pieces I would say before applying. And during that process is try to figure out your either product market fit, you're talking to your customers, really just honing in on the MVP of that idea and reiterating that. So then you can really start to basically offshoot into the areas in which you're really going to need to focus on, and that is pitching, that is budgeting, that is your product. So I think that's kind of the key piece. If you aren't solid in what you are doing, it's going to be a lot more difficult. Techstars was actually the largest investment we had ever received. So we'd only done friends and family, some safe agreements here and there. And so when Techstars came along, it was really kind of solidifying us as an industry leader. And immediately after that, people we've been talking to for over a year immediately wrote a check right after we got put into Techstars. So that kind of really accelerated us through that process. And then shortly after, we applied for a grant. We got a $100,000 grant. We're currently on the fundraising journey, and having Techstars stamp is definitely a big element to have. And people, oh, you were in Techstars, okay. So it kind of gives you, a little more clout, I guess, when talking to investors. That's probably the biggest thing that we've seen. You have to be resilient. I mean, that's all it takes. And, I had this idea in 2013, and I was told no by the travel industry that video was too expensive, that blah, 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 another travel planning app. And if you really believe in what you have and to the core, you just have to keep pushing for it. I mean, there was definitely times within the company we were very, very close to closing. I mean, it was this close many times, but we had a great team that really supported us and was basically doing what they could do to just keep the lights on and keep us going. And, I think that is seeing through your vision and not giving up. I know that sounds crazy, but, if you truly believe in what you're building and the passion comes out, other people will start following along. And that's really what it takes. One of the proudest moments, I guess, there's a few things. Being chosen by Techstars completely changed the trajectory of our company. And then this year, we were honored and have won about 5 awards just within the span of the last 3 months. And that is Startup of the Year at World Aviation Festival, Travel Innovation Summit Startup of the Year, Emerging Business Model. I recently won Industry Person of the Year for content creators. And that, I think, has really been a good validation as well. This entire year process of people actually are starting to recognize what we do and see the value in what we're doing and honoring us for it. I think it was the first time my parents, outside of Techstars, that was definitely a shining moment when they thought maybe I wasn't that crazy, that maybe this idea did have legs. And then I think these recent wins and accolades have really kind of been that piece that everyone said, holy crap, you guys, the industry's taking notice. And that's all it takes, is to finally get people on board, and everything changes. People come to us to partner instead of us knocking down doors. Last week launched our B2B content licensing portal. We're the first of its kind that only license vertical travel geolocated videos to major travel brands. Think about the big names in travel and airlines, and those are the people we're having conversations with. So that is pretty awesome. We're also about ready to close our first kind of seed round. That's feeling amazing, as year to date we have not even raised more than $500,000, and that's through the whole journey of since 2013. So we've bootstrapped this, and just knowing being able to triple, quadruple what we've had in 10 years, the acceleration that we can do. And that's really what I think is going to be that next, we can actually afford marketing. We can afford people, it's right now there's a team of 4 of us scraping to get by. So I think that's really, we have some really huge partnerships and strategic partnerships planned within the airlines, and you're starting to be seeing Navi Savvy everywhere. So you can think of us as your new video OTA, online travel agency. The biggest thing that I would share to founders and people going through Techstars is you really just have to believe in yourself And if you can believe in yourself and the platform that you are building and whatever it is that you're passionate about, don't let that evade you. I was a solo female founder for many years, and you have to pick yourself up every day, even when you don't want to, motivate yourself, even when times are down. And if you do not have that drive and that energy and that motivation internally, no one else is going to back you. So it starts with yourself.